What's going on, everybody? This be your boy DJ Anonymous with Sportsbizmusic, the podcast, episode 73. And I got a special guest on the show today. I got my girl, Mimi Mala. I said it right?
Yes, you said it right.
How you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
No problem. Before we get into the questions and the conversation, introduce yourself to the people. Tell them about yourself a little bit.
All right, I am the owner of Peace on the Streets radio show, which is on broadcasting, WOKB 1680 AM, every Wednesday nights, 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time, the RB Quiet Storm. So I would say I am also a radio personality.
That's what's up. So, like, before we get into that, tell us about the beginnings. Like, what made you want to get into, like, media and broadcasting and stuff like that?
That's a great question. I actually started in entertainment, modeling, and just going to talent shows, modeling, pageants. Since I was 13 years old, I got signed on to John Casablanca in Queens, New York, and I started that way. And so my parents were my manager, and they just they basically just heard me out, and everything that I wanted, they definitely allowed me to be a part of if it was genuine. And I started that way until I became an adult, and I wanted more, so I started producing, managing events, assisting organizations, working for a lot of nonprofit to dip myself in and get familiar, network, collaborate, and then from that point, I got founded by a podcasting station, and I started off as being a co-host on podcasting, and it was mostly directed towards the Latino community, where it was only Spanish, and I was the first bilingual person on that show, but it actually reached out to more of English, and so I started that way, and that was actually Christian based.
How was that experience, like working in the podcast? And
it was. Let me tell you where you can go with just that alone. I was nominated for a Best Radio Show twice, and with FM, AM stations, and we were the first podcasting to ever get nominated with broadcasting stations. And to be a part of that was an amazing feeling because we basically started something new. And I appreciate the fact they allowed us to be a part of that and considered us as that, even though we're respected too, podcasting. And we got in there, we got nominated twice, and we won once, and it was the best time of my life. I even got to host their red carpet. I met Mark Anthony. I met their family. I met reggaeton artists, merengue artists. I even met Mexicanos. I met so many real profound artists from the community. Where shout out to my Latinos because they showed me so much love, and because of them, I got recognized, and that's what got me onto broadcasting. They seen my work. I went in for an interview, and ended up going down and working for a broadcasting station that's been around for 27 years. We got nominated twice and won twice for the Stella Awards. And now we got nominated again, and we're on our third nomination. We're heading to Vegas, and we're picking up that award, and we'll be our third.
How does it feel like to win like these awards, especially like in the media industry? Because I've been hearing a lot where a lot of people feel like it's 2019. The media is not really how it used to be. Probably like 10, even 15 years ago. Like, how does that feel to still like get recognized of showcasing your talents to the people and winning like these awards and stuff like that?
That's a great question. Well, it's what I ended up doing is, and you're right, with media. See, everything changes within time, and that's just really how it is. And you gotta go by. And we all know this. Media is controlled. We know this. If you guys don't know that, you gotta really know this. And so what you guys see on social media and what you see, what you even hear broadcasting or see on television network, not all the time is true. They have a lot of control over it. And I want you guys to know that. And if I get banned from media, so be it. But the reason why I wanted to make sure everybody understands this. And within that, I know I wanted to have control of everything. And because I had a vision and I know what I want to do. And I want to make sure that it stays genuine and it doesn't have no one else controlling it.
Right.
And so working on broadcasting, I had a great director that actually brought me on. So I got to give a shout out to Prince of the South, that he brought me on in the first place, and you just seen and heard my vision, just knew where I wanted to take it. And again, shout out to WOKB 1680 AM. Now we got licensed for FM, so big shout out to them. They allow me to be who I am completely. They just gave me the platform and let me rock with it. And it was to basically bring the community on, support independence, make sure it stays clean, because we're trying to inspire and, you know, make a change. Like, truly, like, you can really turn things around. And within that, I spoke to the director, me who worked out, and we ended up to becoming partners and owning my own show now. So I'm licensed and registered for Peace on the Streets radio show. The license registered is mine. It's my business. It's my baby. So I can take it with me anywhere I want and have complete control. So this is what I want you guys to know. You can. And you can keep it genuine and keep it the way you want it to be. You can have control. And I have control of media. Do you know how big that is?
Yeah, it's really good.
And I appreciate it. I appreciate the platform. So again, I gotta say, thank you, WOKB, because they allow me to be who I am and run my show in there. So they have a lot of trust in me. And it means the world to me. Your voice is a very powerful thing. Right.
It is. It very is. Like, so before we get to Peace on the Streets, like, you know, talk to the people about, like, explain to the people, like, what's the day-to-day basis as, like, a media host, you know, working in the media and meeting these, you know, cool people and interviewing them, stuff like that, and doing, like, the extra work for the community.
Oh, yeah. It's, that is work. It's pretty much a full-time job. That's the hard part. And if you really wanted to run successful and pretty fast, because I can't complain, I've only actually been in broadcasting for a year and 2 months, 3 months, and look what we've accomplished already so fast. But I think that's the reason why, like, a lot of the directors and them had a lot of hopes for us, because they knew that we just really kept working. I mean, I go to school, I have a family, and I'm still, you know, running. But, you know, a lot of people have to learn how to balance that. But you can do it if you really love doing what you're doing. Like, you can make it happen. That comes the passion, and that comes the ambition. And so I just work around my life. I have to schedule you in, but you schedule me as well.
Right.
But you see, like, how the passion is and how you can make it happen, because look where we're at right now. And now we're reaching out to even more people.
Yeah, and it's a, you know, people understand too, it's a very fast, like, even with me doing podcasting, it's kind of like a fast paced, like, industry where,
yes, it is.
You know, you
can't sleep on it.
Yeah, like,
no opportunities you can sleep on as well, guys. If someone's asking you to be a part of their platform, take it seriously. Right, because
as I was doing the podcast, like, there's been a couple of people who actually reached out to me, because I'm so used to reaching out to so many people.
That's me.
It's like, it's crazy, like, how, like, you know, people reach out to me, and I ain't realizing, like, you know, that's why I meant, like, it's very fast paced. Like, you'll never know what opportunity come by.
You're right. Absolutely. That's why you don't say no. If you know their vision is pure and genuine, and then go with it. But why say no? Expand. You know, network. It takes a team. It takes a village to really make things happen and get it popping. So you gotta stick together.
Right. So let's talk about Peace on the Streets. Why did you name it Peace on the Streets?
Peace on the Streets. We wanted to reach out to all source of talent or gifts. You know, everyone has a gift. Everybody has a gift. The reason why, you know, we're still here, God still has us here, is because He has something for you. There's still more for you while you're still here. So find your gift. How? You know, dip into everything. Get to know everything. Get to know yourself. You know, and within that said, you'll be able to expand yourself full force, because all of us had to find our way, and that's what happened. You know, I found my way. I went right in. I took opportunities as they came to me, but I respected it. So that's huge. because respecting that, carrying yourself well, more people will network and collaborate with you, and that's just real talk. And from that, that's exactly where I'm at. Peace on the streets, reaching to all genders, all genre of people. We are predominantly the R&B quiet storm. It was just a safe avenue to take it right now. Broadcasting, because hip hop has changed, especially from I came in more of like the Wu-Tang Mobb Deep era.
Yeah, you was in that era.
The whole street gangster stuff. But that was it right there. And so it changed, and I know that. So we have to play the cards right, play it safe. So we did have that as a platform, but we do have all talents. I had a rock band come in the other day. Wow. I had a violinist come in, and he is killing it. He's actually based in Philadelphia. So it's just the amazing talents out there. And so we open up to everything and all sorts of music. We have even Christian hip-hop artists or artists. We have, just more positive kind of music or dance, R&B, techno. Even techno guys still kind of in there. Take it in there. And we also got a lot of a new era of hip-hop artists. And we definitely are here to make sure that it does bring a good message. And it's not just mumble.
Right, I get what you mean.
Yeah, it has to have a message, and it can be anything. And so we had people that were in gangs that were like seriously in gangs, and now they are out and found kind of like a new path for themselves. But they spit about it, and they're telling their story, and that's what we bring on as well. That's
what's up. So like, what's all like y'all end goal like for the next? I'm just speaking not for you, but for like the whole like show. Like, what's your end goal for like, I guess the next 5 years?
I'll say good question. I say I want to be the one, and Miss Prince and I want to be the ones that are able to bring anyone on in broadcasting. So you have to have connections or money, because it's very expensive to have your music being played or even being recognized, or just whatever your message is. We have people that just have testimonies, or poets only, not full force, it's a rapping, or we have, just spoken word. We have all sorts. I want to be the one that I bring you on in broadcasting with no string attached. Like, you're just there, like, you're promoting and announcing yourself and saying your message. And I hope to God, I'll be able to continue with this, God willing, and just bring everybody on and have them have that opportunity. It took a lot, it takes a lot, but it took a lot for me to get here with people wanting to hear me out or take me seriously. And I got very blessed. And my way, how I got more being heard was speaking to the older folks. I've actually just decided to approach 10 years plus. And it seems to work for me. They were strictly about business and really helped me, and they were successful.
Do you think, because I know this generation is like generation now, but I feel like, what you just said is you probably one of the few people that actually like said that, because yes, a lot of people want to reach out to the younger, crowd, but we also can't forget like the older crowd, the ones who led the way, because we still have to get their perspective on how things are going. And I feel like a lot of platforms don't realize it. That's why, it's one side where people are saying that media is going to go away 5 to 10, 15 years from now, meaning like radio. But then it's another crowd that's saying that it could last here forever, as long as, it keeps it like at a balance, because, like, for example, like hip hop, when Mumble Rap came out, I don't listen to it. There's some younger kids that listen to it, but I don't, and I'm more like, I tell people all the time, whenever a new artist come out that's from that genre, like, I'd rather just go back and listen to like an old, like, I don't know, old Ludacris album or old Kendrick or old DMX album or something like that. But for the last year, year and a half, like from last year to like even 2019, I'm starting seeing like the gap is kind of closing between the new